Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are on the beautiful campus of Benilde St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, bringing you 4A high school football. We're streaming live on YouTube, and tonight Rocori comes in 1-1, taking on the Red Knights, also 1-1. I expect a good matchup, and we're just underway here, and an interesting, unique setup huddle as Rocori will kick off left to right into the wind, 9 miles out of the southeast. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us, and we're underway here in St. Louis Park on a beautiful 78-degree night. And that kickoff is received by number 13 for the Red Knights. That is Brown. Brown finds a seam on the left side, breaks a tackle, and out of bounds across the 50 at about the 45-yard line. And Benilde is off to a flying start here with field position in Rocori territory. Number 13, Khalif Brown, the senior 194-pounder, initially fumbled that kickoff, but was able to recover and then found a seam right along the sideline. That brings up Peyton Myers, number 4, the quarterback for the Red Knights, as he brings them out from the near sideline. Sun starting to set out in the west from behind us. There's shadows across from the press box to the west, and they'll start it off on the left hash mark, 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Red Knights, 12 minutes on the clock, first quarter. Meyer now will go under center, tailback, double wideouts to the right, handoff, fake, comes back, he gets rushed, steps out, he's gonna go down as Rocori comes in there, number 26 and number 8, that is Kyle Honer, and number 26, Xander Folkerts, the junior and the sophomore, make the play, and a loss for the Red Knights will put them at 2nd and 18, a loss of 8 on the play, and now they have 2nd and long, and an obvious passing situation here for the Red Knights, and a great start for this Rocori defense. They won their last game after losing their first one. Meanwhile, the Red Knights also 1-1, lost their last game, looking to get back on the winning track. Okay, now under center, Meyer. Blitz from the middle linebacker, and the handoff to the near side to number 8 for the Red Knights. That is Sean Washington, the junior, and he can find some room and gets back about half the yardage they needed, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down right at the 50-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 13, they'll call it. And the Red Knights now making some substitutions. Rocori looks like they're pat with who they've got on their defense right now on the field. All right, now Meyer breaks the huddle. Single setback is Washington. Double wideouts to the right. Single wideout to the near side. Left hash mark. Meyer calling signals. Backs up. Fakes the handoff. Over the middle. Tries to thread the needle. And great defensive play there by number 3, Grant Tailuki. And that pass was right on the money. And here we go to the replay. Meyer, the play action pass, comes back. Gets rid of it right away. It was right on the money, but great defensive play there by number 3, Ty Lucky. Breaks up that play, the senior coming in there big time, and it's 3 and out for the Red Knights, and they are in punting formation. And back to punt is number 13. That is Carter Christensen. He'll be standing at about his 38 when he lets it go. Back to receive for Rocori. He's at the 16, and the punt goes to the right sideline. Coming up to receive it, and does, is number 3 for Rocori. That, again, is Grant Tailuki, and he finds some room on the left side. Breaks another tackle. He's got 2 Red Knights to beat. He cuts it back. Can he get there with the speed? He's getting chased, and he breaks the tackle, and he takes it all the way back for the touchdown. Rocori, just like that, takes a 6-0 lead with 10:39 to go in quarter number 1. And my goodness, the kicking coverage suffering there for both teams, actually, but Rocori makes them pay. Number 3 is having an evening. Not only does he break up that 1st down play by the Red Knights, or the 3rd down play for the 1st down, he receives the punt and takes it all the way back. And Paul, I don't have a picture on my screen here, just so you know, but we'll look into that later. But I can see the field, and now Rocori will come in for the extra point. We'll see if they're going to kick 1 or go for 2. Ball placed at the 3-yard line in the center of the field, and it looks like they are going to kick it. And in to kick. Nope, they're going to go for 2. All right, now the 2-point conversion. And that is Tailuki, the quarterback, hands it off, and that is stuffed immediately in the backfield. stepping up to make the play for the Red Knights was number 33. That was Javion Kellogg, the junior, 210, 6-foot defensive lineman. Gives the Red Knights a little bit of momentum, but boy, the Rocori Spartans came out like fire on that return by number 3. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Tylutki or Tylutki. Tylutki. He is Mr. Everything out there for Rocori, isn't he? He's back on defense, he's returning kicks, and it looks like he's also the quarterback. So I expect to be calling his name quite a bit tonight if this first 2 minutes is any indication of this match here. And we are at the McQuinn Athletic Complex, and we are ParkTV 16 Sports, and we are streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Again, gorgeous night here, 78 degrees at game time. There is a strong wind out of the southeast, which may have some impact on the passing game, but so far, all the yardage for both teams has been on the kicking game and the return team. And now here comes Rocori out to kick it off again, and they have a unique huddle that they like to break out of. I've never quite seen it like this before. As they set it up, it's very much of a ritual here, much like shooting a free throw in basketball. You do it the same way, and so here they are. And that will be number 46 to kick for Rocori. I don't have a name for him, and now they quick kicked it. They tried almost an onside, and it went off. Number 50 for the Red Knights, who pounces on it. Judah Johnson-Nixon, the senior. Heads up play by Johnson-Nixon, and now the Red Knights again start with great field position, this time on their own 46-yard line, left hash mark. Last time they went 3 and out, and now Peyton Meyer brings out his team, and they come out. They've already got the play called. Single setback as Sean Washington, the junior. 2 wideouts to the right, none to the near side. Meyer under center, hands off to Washington, cuts back left, finds some room, and gets almost to the 50-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4. That brings up 2nd and 6. And the one interesting thing I'm noticing in this offense for the Red Knights, and I don't get to do a ton of their games, of course, is that they're not going from the shotgun. And it seems like most of the high school football games I'm done, everybody's in the shotgun all the time. Maybe we'll see that later. But right now, it is Peyton Myers, the junior quarterback, under center. They call it 2nd and 7 on the scoreboard. They did move the ball back about a half yard from the gain, and now Washington goes off right tackle, churning for yards, and he's going to get stood up after a short gain, about 3. Appears he may have got to about the 48-yard line in the center of the field, and that'll bring up a 3rd and about 3. As we're now under 10 minutes to go in quarter number 4. And now Meyer coming over the sideline after he gets the play call from the coach. And substitutions, play is called, 9:30, clock continues to run down. Now Meyer under center, wideouts to either side. Washington, the single setback, the fake handoff, the play action. He's gonna go long along the right sideline. He's got it up there, and he couldn't quite come up with it. Intended for number 36, I believe. If I can read that number way across that field. Number 36, I believe that is. Who's number 36? We don't have a program for number 36. I have a program, but I don't have a number 36, unfortunately. So we'll just call him number 36, but he almost came up with that. It was a good throw, and great defensive play again by the defensive backfield for Rocori. They've made 2 key 3rd down defensive plays, and now the Red Knights are 3 and out again, and now in punting formation, and they let it go, and they're going to kick it to the side. Then they're not going to let Tylutki get it again. And now the offense for Rocori will come out with their first series with a 6-0 lead with 9:07 to go, quarter number 1. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on this gorgeous, what feels like an August night here in mid-September. And a good crowd on hand. The stands mostly full on the near side, and across the way, a good contingent of fans. Rocori coming down Highway 94. Probably about an hour's drive, I believe, up from the St. Cloud area, if you're not familiar. And Rocori is an acronym for 3 towns that go to the same school. And now back the handoff by number 4 for Rocori, the quarterback. That is Max Frieden, the junior, and the handoff goes for a short gain. On the carry for the Spartans was number 29. That is Dylan Thompson, senior, 190-pound, 5'9" running back. All right, now coming in after getting the play is Max Frieden. He's number 4, and he comes out. There'll be 3 wideouts, 1 to the left, 2 to the near side, to the right. Single setback in the shotgun, Max Frieden. Red Knights not showing blitz. Quick pass to the flank on the outside. Handled nicely by number 7, Matthias Nurenhausen. And he gets tackled, and they'll be short of the first down. And that'll bring up a 3rd down with 8:15 remaining. Clock continuing to wind down here in quarter number 1. And now a key 3rd down play for Rocori on offense. We'll call it 3rd and 3 from their 35-yard line, right hash mark. And now substitutions, and now the quarterback going all the way to the sideline to get that play. No hand signals. Both quarterbacks seem to be doing that. And now they break huddle with 3rd and 3. Wide out to the left and to the right. Single setback. Frieden in shotgun formation. Here comes the blitz from the linebacker, and there's a quick draw play, and he's going to be held up very close to the first down. And it appears they may have gotten forward progress, and they did. First down, Rocori, just barely. And the handoff works, and they get it out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5, and 1st and 10 for Rocori on their first series on offense. Now Frieden, number 4, all the way over the sideline to get that. That's a lot of running, I have to tell you. I've never quite seen it like that before. They usually have a player coming in to bring in the play to give it to the quarterback, but things can get lost in translation, so maybe if there's one less communicator, it works out better. All right, now Frieden in shotgun. The handoff right up the middle, and he finds a little bit of room before he is hauled down by number 7 for the Red Knights. That is Will Seymour, the senior linebacker, making the stop, but not before there was a gain of 5. And the running back, again, was number 29, Dylan Thompson, so he's going to get a lot of work here tonight on the ground. And no pass, well, 1 pass so far for Rocori. So far, otherwise they've been keeping it on the ground here early on. I look at the clock, we're already down to 6:39 and counting. Quick moving first quarter, especially with the running game in motion. Now Rocori, single wideouts to either side, and now looked like the option play, and Frieden decides to take it, and he slides for the first down as he crosses the 50 into Benilde Red Knights territory, and he'll be down at about the 49. No, they're going to mark it back at the 50, which is where the beginning of the slide was, and he just gets the first down. So Rocori being very efficient, chewing up a lot of clock, which is stopped right now at 6:23. Now it's going again. They stop it just to get the change set, and then once the first down chains are set, they start that clock again. All right, now Rocori breaks huddle. Single wideouts to either side, single setback, and a slot to the left. Shotgun formation and the quick button hook, and dropping it for Rocori was number 15, Andrew Soldner, the senior. Couldn't quite handle that. Good coverage by the Red Knights. Caused issues there with trying to look that ball all the way in, and that does stop the clock with the incompletion at 6:03. So now 2nd and 10 for Rocori. This is their longest play they're going to see, not being first down. Now checking in number 9 for Rocori. That is Luke Zimmer, the senior. And he did give the play off. And now Frieden in shotgun formation. Single wide out to either side. This time the slot to the right side. And there's going to be encroachment as number 50 for the Red Knights. Judah Johnson-Nixon jumped the gun there, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty marked off the Red Knights, and that really improves Rocori's chances of getting a first down. They go from a 2nd and 10 to a 2nd and 5. That could change the play call, and I bet it will. Now checking in again is number 4, Frieden. Both quarterbacks that are starting for both teams are number 4. I don't know if that's an honor of Brett Favre, or they'd like the number 4, or however that gets decided, but probably just purely coincidental. Now there's going to be a false start, and Cold Spring will lose those 5 yards. And we'll go back to a 2nd and 10, and there's 6:02 on the clock, which is stopped here in the first quarter. And Rocori will huddle up as quarterback Max Frieden, the junior, 190 pounds, 6'2", over at the sideline to get the play call, comes in, shares the good news with the offense, and they've got a plan. And again, same formation. Single wideouts to either side, slot to the right, tailback behind the shotgun Frieden. He rolls right, looks right, throws right, and he finds, and is it intercepted? And it is gonna be intercepted by the Red Knights, number 19. He's stuck right in there. Owen Gerton, the senior, 153, 5'10", cornerback, gets the interception, and I don't have access to replay to see whether he actually got that or not. Unfortunately, my monitor isn't working. I hope that you can see it at home, but that has ignited this home Red Knight crowd, just what the doctor ordered for the Red Knights. And now they'll start, but this is their worst starting position of the first quarter at their own 40. Still good, but the first time they were in Rocori territory, the second time they were just short of the 50. Now they're a little farther back. All right, now, Peyton Meyer under center. 2 wideouts to the right, now in motion. Number 13 is Brown. And the fake handoff to Brown, and he gives it to the tailback, Washington, and he, after a couple yards up the middle, he gets stopped for a short gain. Looks like it might be about 2 yards. And they're gonna mark it at the 43-yard line, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Clock continues to wind down, 5:34 and counting. And the sun continues to set here. It's scheduled to set at about 7:25 tonight. The lights are on. And now the Red Knights. Meyer under center. Wideouts to either side. Single tap. Tailback is Washington. He takes the hand there. Shooting the gap. Number 16 for the Spartans. Nolan Van Looy, the sophomore, 190 pounds, 6'3" linebacker. Shot that gap and read that play right from the beginning, and that's going to be a loss and bring the Red Knights back to the 40-yard line, and now it's 3rd and 10. And they have not hesitated to throw. They've almost connected on both their 3rd down attempts. But the defense for Rocori and their cornerbacks have done an excellent job on defense, and now here, another opportunity. And Meyer under center. Hand off this side, they don't have, Washington finds room, and does he get all the way to the 1st down? He gets all the way to the 50. It might be marked just a little bit short. And that's gonna bring up 4th and 1 or maybe a half, and now it's decision time. And there's the replay, I've got it here. Washington carrying those guys, and he gets right there to about the 49 and a half. And was there a penalty there? Nope, they're calling it 4th down. Oh, now I lost my screen there, Paul, again, just so you know. Oh, there is a penalty. I didn't see the flag, but they're going to mark it way back, and that can only mean holding. There we go. Holding is the call. So that nullifies that great run by Washington, and now it sets up a 3rd and 15 from their own 35. And if you're a Rocori defensive back, you got to be licking your chops here. Let's see if they go to the run here for the Red Knights. Meyer hands it off to the near side, the cross to number 14. That is Willis, and they spread out the line of scrimmage nicely and prevented Willis from getting anywhere, any type of positive yardage, maybe 3 or 4. Oh, and I see there's another flag down on the field, so let's see what that's all about. And it's from the backfield. That likely could be holding once again. And they may decline it because it would bring up a 4th and 15. And maybe there was no penalty. It may have just fallen out of his pocket. I didn't see any signal. So 4th and 11 after a gain of 4 on that running play. And the Red Knights will be punting again to number 3, Tylutki. We'll see if they kick it to him, or they're going to kick it out of bounds. And they're going to try it to the near side out of bounds. Crosses the 50, hits at about the 41, and goes out of bounds. And they're not going to let Tylutki catch that ball all night long after that first receiving touchdown. If If you just joined us, the first punt of the game, this is the third as we look at number 49, the punter. And I don't have a name for him, unfortunately. But he did a nice job angling it, but Rocori's gonna have good field position. They're gonna mark it at the 40. And Rocori now will get the play from the far sideline. They'll come out ready to go. 3:58 clock stop, quarter number 1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're bringing you Rocori out of the Skyway Green Conference, the Red Knights out of the Metro West. All right, Frieden, shotgun formation. And there was another encroachment on this near side by the Red Knights, number 33 this time it looked like. Gage Birdsall Heeman, the junior, looked like he jumped. And so right now, Frieden is doing a nice job with his cadence, and he's drawing the Red Knights offside. That's their second offsides. And now that makes it a short 1st and 5 from their own 45. As Max Frieden comes in from the sideline after receiving the play. Clock stop with 3:57 on the penalty. And now they break huddle. There'll be single wideouts to either side. 2 running backs, I formation. No, short shotgun with tailback behind him. Frieden calling signals. Takes it, hands it off, right up the middle. There's some room, and now he gets met. He carries them all the way into Red Knight territory, and then some, and he's hauled down finally at the 42-yard line of the Red Knights. And here's that replay, and a nice little hole opened up. Then he broke a couple tackles, and the Red Knights had to gang tackle him, and he just kept his momentum going for an extra 5. And now 1st and 10 for Rocori at the 43 of the Red Knights, right hash mark. Frieden comes from the sideline. Play called. There'll be 2 wideouts to the left, none to the near side. Single setback, Frieden in shotgun formation. Slot right. Calling signals with 3:22 to go. Handoff right again, up the middle. That's gonna be, again, number 29 with the carry, Thompson. And he is a load to bring down. Dylan Thompson. Senior, 190-pound, 5'9" back, just carrying tacklers, and now it'll be a 2nd and short. Looks like 2nd and about 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards apparently. Yeah, 2nd and 5 from the 38. So Rocori on the move here, going for their 3rd first down in this drive. Clock now underway, 2:40 and counting, quarter number 1. Frieden in shotgun formation. And now we got a timeout from the sideline. There may have been some confusion with the wideouts on the far side. It appeared number 10, Caleb Maddox, didn't know what the play was. The coaches on the sideline saw it right away, wisely called timeout. So the timeout comes with yes, I believe the coach, Rocori, called that timeout. Yep, and that's what they're doing. You can see with our cameras that they're like, there was some confusion on that play, and they wisely called timeout. So now they're getting it together, and the wind is kicking up here, and it's getting ever stronger. It started at 9 miles out of the southeast, and now it's gusting. It's got to be in double digits now. All right, now Rocori going into the wind too, which might explain why they're not passing it quite as much. That's a powerful wind out there, and it's kind of a crosswind out of the corner, out of the southeast. All right, now Rocori, after that timeout, 2nd and 5 from the 38, right hash mark. 2 wideouts to the left. Frieden in shotgun formation, single tailback, slot back right. Calling signals, the handoff inside, he holds it, now throws it ahead. And it's complete, and he found a seam, and there he goes. The completion of number 10, Caleb Maddox in the slot, and that was the play they had set up before, and there was some confusion, and they came right out, and they executed that play. There was the fake handoff in the middle. Here's the replay. Well executed. They bid on that. That opened up wide open for Frieden. When the back bit on him, he gave it up almost like an option play, except it's a forward pass. And then the speed of number 10, Caleb Maddox, the junior 170-pounder, brings it to the house, and it's 12-0 Rocori. That score comes with 2:23 remaining. And if it's anything like their first score, they'll go for 2 here. And they will. From the 3-yard line. Last time the Red Knights snuffed it out. Now, Calling the play is Tyluki. He takes it himself, goes right on that right tackle, and he's going to be stopped. And is he in? He is in. The signal, and now it's 14-0 with 2:23 to go. So Cold Spring Rocori out of the Skyway Green Conference on the road, off to a commanding lead. And there's Tyluki, and he gets the shoulder congratulations bump from his quarterback. Max Frieden, there is the replay. Great camera angle there. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying the entertaining broadcast. Red Knights now will get the ball back with 2:23 to go. Looking for some offense here as they find themselves down at home 14-0. And back deep for the Red Knights. Number 13, Khalif Brown, and number 6, Jaden Garibaldi. And now here comes Cold Spring. Last time they did a little trick onside type kick right to the Red Knight. They were able to get possession at about the 50. Let's see if they try something new. Very creative, this Rocori team, in all aspects of the game. Their offensive play calls, let's see what they do here. That's number 48. I don't have a name for him, unfortunately, the kicker. And watch what they do here now. Very unique. They turn around, and that's what they do. Now they kind of kick it, a pooch kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's an automatic penalty. And I wonder where that will place the ball. I want to say when I played high school football, it was at the 35 if you went out of bounds, but maybe it's the 40. But we'll find out soon enough. In fact, I wonder if the referees are wondering where it should go. I think they know. And it looks like it's going to be the 35. And now there are the Red Knights offense. This will be their third or fourth possession here in the first quarter. They've yet to get a first down, or maybe they got one, I believe. And they'll be this time starting from their 37-yard line. All right, 2 wideouts to the near side, single wideout to the right. Washington, the tailback. Peyton Myers under center calling signals. In motion comes Brown, and the handoff to Brown breaks the tackle, but he's got troubles as Rocori's going to gang tackle him for a loss of about 1 or 2. And the Rocori defense just having their way right now. And unblocked was number 26 for Rocori, Xander Folkerts, the junior. And Brown was able to shake that initial attempt at a tackle, but it slowed him down enough for the rest of the Rocori linebackers to come in and take care of him for the loss. And that brings up a 2nd and 11 from the 36, 1:47 remaining, quarter number 1. Meyer under center, 2 wideouts to the near side. The handoff to Washington, counters back to the right side, finds some room before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. From the 39-yard line. So another 3rd and long situation for the Red Knights. They've been in that situation all night long so far here in quarter number 1. They've come close to converting on 3rd downs. The plays have been right there, but for the Rocori D-backs, making great plays. All right, Myers under center, 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the near side. Play action pass to the right sideline. He's got his man for the reception and the first down. And that brings a nice sigh of relief and a cheer from the hometown fans as he connects with Max Kloss, the senior, and a good-looking play by the Red Knights right there. Meyer had plenty of time, and that's a tough throw going out to the flat like that, but he got it there in time, and Kloss withstood the tackles, and he was down, and they're going to call him down at the 48 with forward progress. So 1st and 10 for the Red Knights, their first real first down of the first quarter with 43 seconds and counting. Red Knights with the wind behind them for the next 38 seconds. Now 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the right side, and he goes to the right, connects, and another first down on that pass play as the Red Knights now starting to find their rhythm. And now a flag comes in late, and that can only be unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see what the call is, and that could tack on. Let's see, the referees are talking about it. It was clearly after the tackle. First down, maybe. Where do they have that ball down? All right, they're still talking about it. And it is, here it is. Personal foul on Rocori. I think that's going to be 15 yards tacked on from the end of that, and that's going to bring the ball all the way deep into Rocori territory. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. The Red Knights have a great opportunity to get back in this, and let's see, here's that replay, and I didn't quite see what might have been the foul there. All right, now, Meyer under center, 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, the handoff to Washington to the short side of the field, and he gets thrown out of bounds after a gain of about 2. Tackle made there by number 26 for Rocori. Xander Folkerts. 20 seconds now remaining in quarter number 1. 2nd and 7 from the 18. And Red Knights bearing down on a score here. 2nd and 7. Meyer under center. Handoff to Washington. Cuts back up the middle, looking for some room, and he is met and stopped at about the 15, I'd say, for a short gain of 2 or maybe 3. Looks like they're going to call it 3. And now it'll be 3rd and 4 and 9 seconds remaining in the quarter. I don't think we're going to get a playoff, and they're going to come to the other side as we conclude the first quarter of actions from the McQuinn Athletic Complex. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We are streaming live on YouTube. Come on back for second quarter.
Social Security is with you through life's journey from birth to retirement. As your life changes year to year, so do your needs. For over 80 years, Social Security has helped to meet your needs and is committed to improving access to the services that make a difference in your life. Today, you can verify your earnings, estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, manage your benefits, and even change your address, all from the comfort of your home. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are bringing you non-conference high school football. We're streaming live on YouTube, and if you're just joining us, Rocori off to a commanding start with a 14-0 lead on a return punt and a nice nifty option pass play for a big gain and a touchdown. But now the Red Knights are trying to knock on the door, but a critical 3rd and 4, and the handoff to Washington, and he's going to be close to the first down. And let's see where they mark it, and it is a first down. So Red Knights gain is going to be, well, is it? I thought I saw the signal. And we have officials timeout. Is there an injured player? Not quite sure. Or do we have a timeout on the field? I think we do. Nope, we do have an injured Rocori player. Looks like it might even be an equipment issue or a cramp, and that is going to be a first down. The ball is going to be at the 11, so the Red Knights are going to be able to get a first down without scoring. Something to keep in mind in their strategy when they're doing their play calling. They don't have to get it in 3 or 4 plays. They could get a first down at the 1 and have another 3 or 4, so we'll see. And that is number 21 for Rocori, the injured player. That's Broderick Woods, the junior defensive lineman, and he will leave on his own power, but looks like his left ankle or calf suffered an injury, and now the Red Knights break huddle from the near sideline. Just underway here in quarter number 2. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. And now the Red Knights with the 1st and 10 from their 11. Their best opportunity to get on the board tonight. All right, now single wide out to the left is Brown, and the setback is Washington, and the give to Washington. He finds all kinds of room at the middle, and he gets brought down just short of the goal line. And a great gain of 9 or 10, and it could be a first down again for the Red Knights if he got to the 1. Here's the replay, and look at the peripheral vision by Washington as he found that seam, and he's got great balance as he can keep his feet. And now the handoff, and touchdown Red Knights. That'll make the home crowd happy as they come to their feet. And the Red Knights get their first score, and it's 14-6. That score comes with 11:21 remaining. The handoff to Washington, and in for the score. And we got ourselves a football game now, and look at the home crowd student section enjoying themselves here on a 76-degree night in mid-September. You can't beat it if you're a Minnesotan. All right, now they're going to kick the extra point in to do the honors for the Red Knights is number 40. And I don't have a name for him either, and that kick is good, nevertheless, for number 40. So Red Knights down 7, just early here in quarter number 2, 11:21 on the clock, and now the Red Knights will kick off to Rocori, and we got us a great game here. Rocori out of the Skyway Green Conference, taking on the Metro West Red Knights. Both teams 1-1, very evenly matched so far. Although at the very beginning, it didn't seem that way when Rocori got off to a 14-0 lead, but the Red Knights have now started to right the ship on offense for themselves. And it's a little bit more of a party atmosphere on Friday night, as it should be for the home team. And there's that young kid out there leading the cheers with that Red Knight flag, getting the high five. It's a family affair, to be sure. Just a great atmosphere, high school sports. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Okay, now the Red Knights, they'll kick off into the wind now. 9 miles out of the southeast. It may have been died down a little bit, a couple. I think I saw now it's down to 7. I expect that to die down as the sun continues to disappear on the western horizon. And all right, now the kickoff for the Red Knights, and they squib it as well. They're not going to give it to Tylutki. No way, Jose. And now it comes to number 8 for Rocori, as he runs it to the right side for a short gain, and that was Kyle Honer, the senior. And Rocori will now have the wind at their back. We'll see if that impacts their pattern of play calling, as they'll start out from their own 45-yard line. Great field position, right hash mark. As the sun continues to set, as it gets very dark, nice shade of purple out there in the sky. Just gorgeous here. All right, now Rocori from the right hash mark. Frieden in the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to the near side, single to the right. Single tailback, and the give to the tailback. I believe that's Dylan Thompson, and he is met right away at the line of scrimmage. And he'll get 1, maybe 2 yards, depending on where they mark it, and they'll bring up a 2nd and long for Rocori as the clock is winding down. 11 minutes to go in quarter number 2. And that is a gain of just 1. So the Red Knights saw that one coming. And now Frieden comes in from the sideline, the quarterback for Rocori with the play. And we'll see now 2 wideouts to the near side, single to the right side, single tailback behind him is Dylan Thompson. Frieden calling signals. 2nd and long, we'll see that they go to the air this time, and they don't. They run, and it is met by number 3 for Benilde. That was Nathan Dukowski, the junior, 161-pound D-back, coming right up to snuff that out right there, right in the gap. And what a great shoulder tackle, just how they teach it. Well done, and now it'll be 3rd and long. In fact, that's going to be loss of a half a yard, if not a full yard on that play. So the Red Knight defense starting to wake up here as well, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Rocori. This is their longest 3rd down play of the evening, as we're just under 10 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Now Frieden in the shotgun. 4 wideouts, 2 to either side, single setback. Frieden back to pass, looks right. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be intercepted by number 3. That is Nathan Dukowski. He came up with that big tackle just a moment ago, and now he gets the interception with 9:43 to go. And there's the play, and let's see, I don't know who got his hand on that. Maybe we can go back and see it again if there's time. And a nice interception. And I'm sorry I didn't get the name of the gentleman that made the tip, because let's see if we can see who it is coming from the left side right there. I think that's number 33 leaping. That is Gage Heeman. What a play by him, and number 3, Dukowski, gets the interception. And now they're gonna move the ball all the way back. not sure what's happening here now. Suddenly, I was looking at the program. There must have been a penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul of some kind. And they're moving that ball way back, so I can only assume that was the call. I didn't quite see it, but by logic and deduction, that had to be the reason. Meanwhile, though, great turnover for the Red Knights, and now they'll start from their own 26, and a handoff up the middle. Now there's a flag from the backfield. That's going to be holding. It almost always is, and that'll set the Red Knights back, and there it is, the holding call. And that'll bring up 1st and 20 from the 20. So after a great drive to get their first points, the Red Knights are going backwards here after that interception, and a couple of penalties are really driving them back, and that hurts momentum for sure. So now 1st and 20, they're going into the win now. 9:32, clock continues to wind down here in the second quarter. Now we've got 2 wideouts, 1 to either side, single slot back to the left. Myers under center, Washington the tailback, the give to Washington. He comes to the right side, uses his speed, trying to get to the corner, and he gets caught and brought down after a gain of about 6 or 7. And great speed by Tyluki, again making the play. What can't that kid not do? And he tried to get there, and Tyluki, look at his speed there, and he lost his balance and still got there. That is a great athlete right there. Okay, now here come the Red Knights, 2nd and 14. 8:50 to go. Now, 2 wideouts to the left, single slot back, Washington in the I formation. Play action pass, Myers looks left, throws left, in the middle of the post pattern. Brown couldn't hold on to it. And number 22 for Rocori came over to make the play, but the ball was there. Jackson Viewmeister, if I read that right, yeah, Viewmeister. And is there a flag on the play? Are we looking around? I don't see any yellow. And there is a flag. Personal foul on the Red Knights again. That's like, I think, the 3rd personal foul of the evening. 1 on Rocori, maybe 2 now on the Red Knights. That's 45 yards of penalty. And quite extraordinary, I must say, for high school football to see that many personal fouls. And we're not even halfway through quarter number 2. So now it's going to be a loss of down on that. It's 2nd and long, like 29 yards long on their own 13. This is dangerous territory for the Red Knights. Let's see if they throw it. They do. The slot to Brown. He's got room in the middle, and he is met at the 26-yard line, where he is brought down. But the Red Knights get a good chunk of it back, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and long with 8:20 remaining, and that's a nifty play. Quickly, Myers, like the way he threw that ball, kind of Matthew Stafford-like. And they're running in to, guess who? Tyluki makes the play. Now it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 15, 8 minutes to go. Red Knights now coming in quickly from the sideline, substitutions, no huddle. Oh, it's 4th down. Well, the scoreboard says 3rd down, my fault. All right, punting formation for the Red Knights. Now back to receive Tyluki. They won't dare kick it to him, do they? Nope, they keep it down on the ground. It's gonna roll, and they're not gonna let him get it, and it rolls to about the 43, where it will be down at 7:39 to go in quarter number 3. So Red Knights unable to capitalize after the turnover, which they had at about midfield, and then they got their own personal foul call, which sent them back, and then a holding call, and then another personal foul call drove them way back. That's how they got to 3rd and 29, and they got a little bit of it back before the punt. So now Rocori, they haven't had the ball in a while. They're gonna get it with 7:39 to go. Second quarter, lights are surely on here. The sun has set. It's a nighttime game now. We'll see if that impacts it at all. Now, 2 wideouts to the near side. Single set, single eye back behind Max Frieden in shotgun formation. Calling signals. Red Knights show blitz. And now a fumble on the handoff, the exchange, and who's got it? The Red Knights say they do, and a turnover, the first one of the night, belongs to the Red Knights. Number 15 gets the recovery. That is Chase Brixius, the senior. And it just, something went wrong on this handoff between Dylan Thompson and Max Frieden. There's Brixius, and he got it, and there was no doubt about it. Yeah, I don't know what that was, Paul. It could have been, I don't know who, there was a miscommunication of who was supposed to get the ball. And I don't know if the running back thought he wasn't gonna get it, and he didn't take it, and Frieden thought he should have it. Nevertheless, it is a fumble, and now the Red Knights, after that dismal last series, have it in Rocori territory, and the quick pass is complete on the far sideline and out of bounds. Caught by Brown for a good gain. It'll bring up second and short. They're gonna call it a gain and 6. And the Red Knights now coming out with that quick slot play. Here's that replay right here. Wasting no time, just taking what the defense gives him. He's kind of got that sidearm Pat Mahomes type style as well. I can see high school kids starting to copy that style. All right, now here comes Peyton Meyer. Handoff to Washington, and he gets stood up after a short gain. And Rocori comes up big on defense there on second down, and that's going to bring up a third with 7:18 to go in quarter number 2. They're going to call it a gain of 2, and that will make it 3rd and 2 from the 33-yard line. And that is Peyton Myers on the near sideline getting the play call, and now he'll come in along with number 14, Kobe Willis. Clock continuing to wind down, under 7 minutes to go in the first half. And now from inside that left hash mark, almost in the center of the field, 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, single setback. Myers under center, comes back to pass, fakes the handoff, rolls right, looks right, quick dink underneath, and catching it is Washington, and he goes down right away, so he is called down right there. So a short game, but just enough for the first down. So well executed by Peyton Myers. He knew what he needed to get, and he just got rid of it. And a nice job by Washington to adjust to the right side as that ball barely got to him. But it doesn't have to look pretty to be effective. And now the play call comes in, 1st and 10 for the Red Knights from their own 31-yard line, looking to try to tie it up on this drive. And they break huddle, 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. Brown to the far side on the short field. Now the fake handoff to Washington. Myers going down for the post pattern into coverage, and it's intercepted by number 1, Quinlan McMenemy. McMenemy now to the near side as he gets taken out of bounds by number 50, Judah Johnson-Nixon. So the Red Knights turn it over right back to Rocori. And that interception comes with 5:57 remaining. And now Rocori with the 1st and 10. And yeah, there was triple coverage there on that pass pattern, on that post pattern. And the ball was slightly underthrown, and there were 3 Rocori D-backs there to corral that ball in. And credit, though, will go to number 1, Anthony Rodriguez, with that interception. So now Rocori breaks the huddle from the sideline. They'll come out with 2 wideouts. They do have the wind behind them here slightly. Frieden in shotgun formation. Tailback behind him, wide out to the right and left. Calling signals. Red Knights show blitz. The handoff to Dylan Thompson, and they find some yards over the right tackle. And he'll get a gain of about maybe 5 there. So good gain on first down for Rocori. Clock shows 5:43 and counting in the first half. They'll mark it at the 30. That is a gain of 6, so they'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now comes Frieden in from the sideline. Red Knights waiting for the formation. Now they've got 3 wideouts, 2 to the right side, 1 to the near side. Frieden in shotgun formation, single setback behind him. Looks back, looks right, throws right, and overthrows number 15, Soldner, as he did a little button hook there in the right flat, and unfortunately Frieden just went right over his head there. He was open for a short gain. If he broke a tackle, he could have gained some more, but it was overthrown, so that stops the clock with 5:16 to go. 3rd and 4 now for Rocori. 3 substitutions now in, and they break huddle. Single setback, shotgun formation, 2 wideouts, 1 to either side. Clock still stopped at 5:16. Now motion to the right side, the slot back, Red Knights trying to press. The handoff to the right side. Dylan Thompson finds the seam as he breaks it over the first down and in past the 40, and he's down at the 43-yard line, and a first down for Rocori on a nifty blocking play. And a run by Dylan Thompson for a big gainer right there. Just a quick hitting blocking play there for Rocori. And then he found some daylight in the defensive backfield and rumbles to the 42-yard line. First and 10, under 5 minutes to play. 4:51 to be exact. All right, now two wideouts to the near side. Rocori, first and 10. Frieden calling signals. Single setback, Dylan Thompson. Another handoff up the middle, and he finds some more yardage as he gets it across the 45 to the 46, 47-yard line. And that'll be a 2nd and 6 now from the 46-yard line. Gain of 4. There's 4:24 remaining in the first half. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying this very entertaining football game. One-score game here as we're getting into the later moments of quarter number 2. Now Frieden's two wideouts, one on either side. Single setback in the give to Dylan Thompson. And this time the Red Knights weren't going to have it as number 7 comes up making the tackle. Will Seymour, the senior linebacker, 6'1", 213 pounds. Had enough of Dylan Thompson. That was his 3rd run in a row after 2 big ones. This time they stop it. And if I'm Rocori, I'd keep running them until they do stop it. And that time they did. So we'll see if they go back to him on 3rd and 6. Are they going to go to the air? All right, now Frieden in shotgun formation. Single setback. Now 3 wideouts. 2 to the right, 1 to the near side. Looks right, throws right, connects, and the flea flicker play is successful to number 7. That was Nernhausen, and that was a flea flicker play, a hook and ladder. You're absolutely right. It reminds me of Joe Sensor to Teddy Brown against Cleveland. When Kramer threw it to Ahmad Rashad, they used that play to get a first down to midfield, and that play was executed to perfection by Rocori. They have shown to be a very creative team on their kickoffs and in other forms and fashions, so it doesn't surprise me that they had a play like that ready to go, and it worked well. And now they're 1st and 10 in Red Knight territory from the 36. Frieden in shotgun formation, 2 wideouts, the handoff, and this time he is met in the backfield and brought down for a loss. And let's see, the running back, I believe, was number 8 this time, Kyle Honer. It has been Dylan Thompson most of the game. And that results in a 1-yard loss. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the 37-yard line. Clock shows 2:51 and counting in the 2nd quarter. Rocori with a 1-score lead, 14-7, trying to get ahead again here by 2. And match their largest lead. Now 2nd and 11, Frieden from the shotgun, looks right, throws right, and guns it pretty hard. Tried to get it to Tyluki. There was a lot of pace on that ball, and they were unable to connect as he had a Red Knight in his face. He had him open, and he overshot him again. And there was almost too much pace on that ball as well. So now it'll be 3rd and 11 for Rocori. Clock stopped with 2:37 remaining. Big play here now for both teams late in the first half. All right, now Frieden in shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side is Tyluki. Single setback. Now Frieden back to pass. It's the screen, and he connects. Did the Red Knights smell it out? And they pretty much did, and that's going to go for no gain or maybe even a loss of 2 on the screen play. And a great read by the Red Knight defense as they saw, and it did get tipped as well, but the Red Knights were right there. Number 30 especially smelled it out as he stayed home and didn't chase the quarterback. 30 being Raphael Johnson-Nixon made that play. So now 4th and 13, 2 minutes remaining and counting in the 2nd quarter. And it looks like Rocori's gonna go for it here on 4th and long, or at least they're gonna give the appearance that they're going for it. They've got 4 wideouts, 2 to either side, single setback, Frieden, and the Red Knights jump the gun again. That's their 3rd offsides of the half. And that has got to drive a coach crazy, I would think. And that will mark off 5 yards, and that'll bring it to 4th and 8 with 1:43 remaining. And that will make Rocori's task a lot easier. And now here's that replay. And I don't know if he's doing something with his cadence or they're timing it, but that is clearly encroachment by Will Seymour, the senior. Lots of penalties here in the first half on both sides. All right, now as we're waiting for the play call, I don't know, well, the clock is running with 1:26 to go. So Rocori does not want to leave any time on the clock. So they're gonna wind this down as long as they can, because if their play does not convert, they want to leave the Red Knights with as little time as possible to drive that ball for a late score here in the second quarter. And there you can see coach and quarterback watching the clock. They'll probably call timeout right there. They do call timeout. And that timeout comes with 1:01 remaining. So if Rocori does not convert this 4th down, the Red Knights will have a little less than a minute, depending on how long that play takes, to try to drive it down right before half. And the Red Knights did receive the first half kickoff, so they will be kicking off in the second half. So Rocori will have this drive, and then they're going to get it right away again in the second half. As we look at the halftime dance team getting ready for the halftime show here at McQuinn Athletic Complex on the beautiful campus here at Benilde St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Flags still continuing to blow at horizontal. Good wind out of the southeast. So I'm thinking that's out of Red Wing, Cottage Grove, Apple Valley, that way down southeast from where we're located on the west side of Minneapolis, just west of downtown by about 4 miles. Geographically, just great weather we've been having here pretty much all summer and now into the fall. It's good to be a Minnesotan this time of year, for sure. Okay, now Rocori, 4th and 8 from the 34. Big play here late in the second quarter. 3 wideouts, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near. Frieden back to pass. He has time, gets flushed out of the pocket. He's gonna run for it, and he's gonna get it. And he's gonna be out of bounds at about the 22 or 21 yard line. So Frieden showed his speed there as he shed off the would-be tackler, and he read and felt that pressure as he went to step up. Look. Red Knight's got a hand on him, and then he saw some room, and look at the speed of Max Frieden as he gets out of bounds at about the 21 yard line. So now with 52 seconds remaining, the Rocori Spartans are in business in the red zone, almost. 21 yard line, red zone enough for me. Okay, now here comes Rocori. And they'll show 3 wideouts, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Single setback is Dylan Thompson. Frieden fakes it to him. Blitz on from the outside, goes off the hands of the receiver, intended for number 8, Kyle Honer, and that could have been a dangerous play for Rocori. Those are very interceptable balls, if that's a word. As he hit, the tip drill was in order right there, and no Red Knight there to take advantage. And so the ball falls incomplete, stops the clock with 48 seconds remaining. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10, again from the 21. Rocori holding to a 1-score lead, 14-7, but they're threatening here late in the second quarter. Red Knights need to come up with a play. Let's see what they got here. Now Rocori coming out here with 3 wideouts again, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Frieden in shotgun formation, looks right, throws right for the flag. He might have his guy, and he overthrows him again. So he's been overthrowing, especially to that right side, all half long, hasn't he? Little pressure, but not too much. He tried to lay it up there, and he just overshot him by a good margin, I would say. Intended for number 15, Andrew Saldner. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Clock stopped on the incompletion, 42 seconds remaining. Now Frieden breaks huddle. Talking to his players on either side. Again, 3 wideouts, same formation as the last 2 plays. 2 to the right, 1 to the near side. Single setback is Thompson. Frieden calling signals. Back to pass, throws to the right. And the Red Knight read it on that far side. Number 19, and he just couldn't quite get there. But you could see That was telegraphed, wasn't it? At least appeared to by Owen Gerton. Look at he broke on that ball, and he would have been gone had he gotten it. He saw it, he couldn't quite get there in time. Now 38 seconds remaining, 4th and 10. Last time, Rocori converted on a 4th down. And they're gonna go 2 for 2 here with 38 seconds remaining. Big play here late in the second quarter. Red Knights want to keep the deficit right here. Rocori wants to double it. Big play. Huge. All right, now here comes Frieden. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Single setback is Dylan Thompson. Frieden calling signals, takes the pass. He's looking left this time. Now he's got pressure, and he goes down. And the Red Knights come up big on 4th. Number 15, Chase Brixius, in on the tackle, along with number 27, Robert Schull, the junior. My goodness, they came right in on Frieden. He didn't have a chance, and down he goes with 33 seconds remaining, and the Red Knights will take over on downs, and a big stop there. However this game turns out, you may look back to that play right there to how significant the outcome will be. Okay, now the Red Knights, will they play conservative? Are they gonna go for it here into the win with 33 seconds remaining? We're gonna find out here in a minute as the Red Knights break their huddle from the near sideline. All right, now we're gonna have a wide out to the far side and to the near side. Peyton Myers under center. Washington, he goes back. They're gonna try to throw if they can get some room here. Now Myers tucks it under, and now he runs to the near side and then safely slides down for a loss. So they definitely took a look to see if they could find somebody open, and now that I look back, I see it looks like Brown could have been open, but he was quite a ways down the sideline on the near side while Myers was rolling out to the other side. It would have been a very difficult pass to go that deep cross field when you're taking your momentum to the left. And they're gonna let the clock run out, and there is the signal ending the first half. So after 1 half of play, our score 14-7. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on this gorgeous night in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Stay with us for the second half.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are streaming live on YouTube, bringing you non-conference high school football from the beautiful campus of Benilde St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. And coming into town from Rocori, about an hour north of here near St. Cloud, out of the Green Skyway Conference. They have a 14-7 lead, and they're about to receive the ball to start the second half. Red Knights kick off, and we're underway here in half number 2 from the Quinn Athletic Complex at Benilde St. Margaret's. And the short kick is received and brought back to about the 38-yard line on the left side. So that's where Max Frieden and the Rocori Spartans offense will start out going left to right into the wind, which is 9 miles out of the southeast. And they almost scored late in the second quarter. The Red Knights came up with a big 4th down play to snuff out that drive at about the 20-yard line. And now Rocori will start again with their second consecutive drive here to lead off the third quarter in the second half. Okay, now Max Frieden in shotgun formation, 2 wideouts. 1st and 10 from the 37. Single setback is Dylan Thompson, and the handoff to Thompson right up the middle, and he is met by a cadre of Red Knights leading the way. Number 52 especially for the Red Knights. And I don't have a name for him, but there he was, and what a play as he came from the right defensive line position and stops Dylan Thompson for no gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10, just underway here. My name is Robert Christensen. Again, glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying an entertaining football game. And now Rocori, 2nd and 10 from the 37. 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Single setback, Dylan Thompson. Max Frieden calling signals from the shotgun. Rolls right, looking for the option, and he options it to the near side. Thompson, he gets hit, sheds one tackle, but then he's pulled out of bounds by number 27. That is Robert Schul, the junior. And there's going to be a short game of 4 or 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. And here's Frieden. He drew in and optioned it out and missed tackle there before 27. Schul brings him down. Now 3rd and 4. Clock stopped at 11:05 as he went out of bounds on that tackle. Now Rocori breaks huddle. Right hash mark, 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Single setback is Dylan Thompson, Max Frieden, always in the shotgun. Calling signals. Big play here to start off the 3rd quarter. Frieden looks left, throws left, and in the slot, it's incomplete. He may have been a little late on that throw, and he had a wide open number 3, Tylutki. And here was Frieden. He was looking left the whole time, right at Tylutki. And I think he could have got there a little sooner. He got it there in time. He just couldn't quite handle it. And number 6 for the Red Knights on the defensive play was Jaden Garbaldi. Nice job by the junior. Brings up a 4th and 4. And Rocori, they're not going to kick it. Oh, maybe they will now. Let's just see. It could be a quick punt, and it will be. And they get it off. They're always creative in all their plays, aren't they? And now it bounces back, a Red Knight bounce, and that'll be downed at the 25-yard line by number 7 for Rocori. That was Matthias Nierenhausen. So Red Knights come out in the 3rd quarter on defense and get a 3rd and out for Rocori. So a great start on defense for the Red Knights as they find themselves down 1 score at home. Both teams come in with a 1-1 record. They play 8-game schedules this year. And as I mentioned, the Red Knights out of the Metro West and Rocori out of the Skyway Green. Okay, now play called from the sideline. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right side, 1 to the near side. Now the handoff, the fake to the runner, come around from behind, and the Rocori Spartans make a nice stop for maybe no gain or maybe a half a yard for Washington on the play. So now it'll be 2nd and 9, and now Peyton Myers comes from the sideline. Behind him, number 6, Garibaldi. 2nd and 9 from the 27. Again, 3 wideouts, 2 to the right side, 1 to the near. Myers under center the entire game. Single setback is Washington. The handoff to him, and they fumble it as it hit his chest pad, and I think it came right back to him. And the Red Knights were fortunate to get that one back. Sean Washington, the junior, I think it hit him right there on the front chest plate of your shoulder pads. If you ever played football, there's kind of a plastic that comes down almost like a chest armor high up, and that's exactly where the ball hit, and it just ricocheted off there. Quarterback wants to get that a little lower, I would think, to avoid that. But no harm there, but it does bring up a 3rd and 9 from the 27, so no gain on the fumble. Another big 3rd down play here. They're all big here in the 2nd half. Now 2 wideouts either side. Myers, he's got pressure, he lets it go, and he gets it to Brown complete. And if they give him forward progress, or is there a fumble after the fact, they're gonna call him down, and it's gonna be a 1st down for Brown. And what a gutsy throw by Peyton Myers. He had a guy right in his face. He was gonna take the hit, and he let it go as he gets pushed backwards and just gets it there to Meyer as he beats number 1, Saul Enns, who was right there to try to make the play. And this time, Brown and the Red Knights get the better of the D-back. That's a big change from the 1st half, and it's 1st and 10 from the Red Knights from their 37, just barely the 10 yards. 8:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now the cross-buck play to the near side, and he finds some room with that speed was Brown, as he came from the slot position, the wide receiver position, came across the line of scrimmage. We used to call that kind of a cross-buck play there, and he made a nice little move, put his shoulder down, beat back the defender, found more room along the sideline, and gets it out to about the 49-yard line. In fact, it is the 49-yard line. That's their 2nd 1st down on this series in the 3rd quarter. 8:51 to go, clock stop. 1st and 10. Two wideouts to the right side, slot back to the left, handoff to Washington. He cuts back, he's got room in the middle, finding more, and another first down. And the Red Knights are on the move into Rocori territory, and another first down as they're at the 39. First and 10, 8:45 to go on the clock, and they move the chains again, their third first down on this drive. And after that defensive stand to start the second half, the offense is on a roll here. Now, Peyton Myers under center, two wideouts to the right, slot back to the near side. Single setback is Washington. Calling signals and the handoff to Washington. Again, he finds some room along left tackle, breaks a tackle, still on his feet and out of bounds at the 30-yard line or maybe the 29, and another near first down for the Red Knights. And it looks like it will be. It is another first down. That's 4 in a row now on this drive. That stops the clock with 8:18 to go. Here's that replay. Washington, I thought he might have had a knee down right there, but no, he did not. It was awful close, and he would have been whistled down right there. But showing his strength and balance, and he's really got vision, Washington, doesn't he? He can see those cutback lanes so easily. All right, now first and 10 from the 27, handoff, this time to the fullback, number 33 for the Red Knights. Giving Washington a break there was Javian Kellogg, the 210-pound six-footer. He is a haul to bring down, and it'll be 2nd and 4 on the gain of 6. So the Red Knights moving the ball down the field, and the wind has started to die down as I look at the flags in the northern end of the field, which is the direction that the Red Knights are going. They're going from south to north here. And it's now 2nd and 4 from the 22. Two wideouts to the right side, handoff now to Washington again. He finds some more room along that left tackle, and he'll be brought down at about the 18, 17-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. And I think it's going to bring up a third. They spotted at the 19. I thought he may have gotten a little bit further than that. I questioned that spot. But that's where it's going to be. 3rd and 1 now for the Red Knights, going for their 5th first down in a row on this drive. As we approach the 7-minute mark of quarter number 3. Red Knights controlling the clock and the ball as they do the quarterback sneak, Peyton Myers, as he leans forward, and it's going to be close. But it appears that he did get the first down with the gain of 1 on the quarterback sneak. And do we see the signal for the first down? Not quite sure. Yes, they do. They've moved the chains. So it's a first down. And that ball now is at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock continues to wind down. We're under 7 to go here in the third quarter. Fast-moving quarter here as the Red Knights have kept it on the ground the whole time for the most part. Now, wide out, Brown in motion. He's the only wide out to the right side. Interesting formation to the near side. Washington finds some room on the left tackle, and he gives up the ball. And it's fumbled. And coming up with it was number 7, Will Seymour, with a drive-saving recovery. That would have been Heartbreak Hotel for the Red Knights had this ball gone to the other side. Right there, it was wide open for the taking. And unbelievable that a Red Knight was right there. Very fortuitous for the Red Knights. My goodness. 2nd and 2 now from the 9. Red Knights knocking on the door. Now under 6 to go in quarter number 3. Gorgeous night here in St. Louis Park. Glad you're with us. Now the handoff now to number 33, the big fullback, as he tries to pound in, and he does for the touchdown. Javian Kellogg, with his 2nd carry of the drive, gets the Red Knights in, and they're now 1 point from tying this up with 5:47 to go in quarter number 3. And look at that nifty run, and he just bulls his way in there for the touchdown. Never hits the ground, and that is a big drive for the Red Knights, and look at the joy and excitement on those guys right there. Now they're in to kick the extra point. And the snap, the set, the kick is through, and we're tied at 14 because of that man right there. Javian Kellogg, number 33, gets the 2nd score for the Red Knights. We're tied at 14. A little over halfway through quarter number 3. I thought this was going to be an entertaining football game, and it couldn't be more entertaining. Great plays, creativity on both sides, great spirit, the fans coming in here to Rocori. in spades. They're all wearing cowboy hats, Rocori fans, and cowboy boots. They have a theme. I went up to one of the kids at halftime and asked him, is there like a themed dance after the game or something? And he said, no, we're the Rocori fans. And I said, do you wear those costumes at every game? He goes, no, we pick another theme every week. And I asked him, what do you call it? He goes, we call it the Hick theme. So I heard it right from a Rocori student, but that's cool, great high school spirit coming all the way down here to cheer on their team. And they've got a good team here, Rocori. It's tied at 14, and they're gonna get the ball here with 5:47 to go in quarter number 3. So don't go anywhere. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. All right, now the kickoff underway here for the Red Knights, and they kick it right down, and they squib it, and there's going to be a whistle, and I don't know if there was an offsides on the kickoff there. That's an unusual whistle.
On the Red Knights.
Offsides on the Red Knights on the kickoff. My goodness. You don't see that called very often. I don't know if we have the replay of that one to see how offsides that was. Maybe not on the kickoff, but that's going to set back the Red Knights and give Rocori that much better field position. All right, now they'll kick it off now from the 35. They're not kicking it deep to, I know one person they don't want to get the ball. That's number 3, Tyluki. He's already burned him once on a punt. Now back to kick. Who's number 49 again? Will Gadke to do the kickoff. He wasn't in my program to begin with, so I apologize for that. But Gadke gets it off, and he squibs it down, and it's picked up by Rocori, midfielder, and he'll bowl forward to about the 44-yard line. And so Rocori will start their second possession of the second half with 5:46 to go in quarter number 3. And we'll see, the Red Knights had a great defensive stand to start the third quarter. And we'll see what adjustments Rocori made on offense here in their second possession of the third quarter. So now comes Max Frieden. He'll be in the shotgun formation to start off with a single tailback behind him. And we've got wideouts to either side, slot to the right. Frieden calling signals. Ball at the 45-yard line. The handoff inside. No, he fakes the handoff, finds a receiver on the flat on the near side. He gets by a tackler, and he's going to have a nice gain close to a first down as he gets brought down at the 45 of Benilde into Benilde territory. And on the reception there is number 8, Kyle Honer. Here's Frieden. Fake handoff in the middle, rolls right, avoids the defenders, gets his man in the flat, Honer, and he is out of bounds. And now Rocori has their first down of the second half, and they're off to a good start in their drive to answer the Red Knights here. All right, now, 1st and 10, right hash mark, single wide out to the far side. Now in motion is number 15, Soldner. And now they go to the air again, and they connect with number 7, Nierenhausen, and he gets it down for another first down for Rocori. So now Rocori is coming out. No, that was to Tyluki, excuse me. The reception right there, Tyluki, as he came back. He had plenty of room, blockers in front, and brought down nicely there by the Red Knights, number 27, Robert Schul. But not before Rocori gets their second first down in a row, and they're on the move in Red Knight territory. Much like a tennis match, you break serve, you break right back. That's what Rocori wants to do right here. All right, single setback, 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Frieden now, he's going to take it himself, and he found a seam, and he just gets caught from behind, or he would have been gone. Chase Brixius was able to get his jersey, and Frieden is a little shaken up on the play as he was brought down. It's almost like a horse collar type tackle, and he may have had the wind knocked out of him, and he might have to come out here. Let's see if he banged his head or what. Here's Brixius with that strength. No, then he did take him down, and he did hit hard on his right shoulder. And Frieden is going over to the far sideline. There he is on your screen, and you can tell he looks a little shaken up, and so he's going to be replaced. And let's see what they come out here with. I think Tyluki, no, I can't tell who the quarterback is. Is it number 19? Nope, it's number 3, Tyluki. That's who I thought it was going to be. I just couldn't tell. And he's going to take it himself up the middle, and he gets stopped back. And we'll look to see how Frieden is on the sideline. Looks like he's going to stay out another play. maybe. Can't tell right now. Tailuki is coming out though, and the clock continues to wind down in the second quarter. It's gonna bring up a 2nd and 7. Rocori is on the 13-yard line of Benilde, and now Tailuki's coming in to play quarterback again, as Frieden will sit out a 2nd consecutive play after getting shaken up after a big gain to the 13. All right, now Tailuki, number 3, in the shotgun. Closed in offense, no wideouts. Tailuki's gonna take it himself, and no, my, the Red Knights saw it, and they still can't stop him, and he takes it all the way in. My goodness. Bronco Nagurski like Tailuki from the quarterback position, and number 15, Brixius, he smelled it out. He just couldn't quite get him. He would have had him for a loss, and a game of inches results in a touchdown for Rocori, and they go back up by 6. With 3:39 remaining in the third quarter, and what a match we have here. And we look over the sideline, and there is a player receiving attention. Looks like there might be a shoe thing. I think they're just tying his shoe. There it is. That's Tailuki, who just scored. He must have lost his shoe, a la Herschel Walker from way back in the day. He scored a touchdown. When I remember when Herschel Walker came to Minnesota, the first play from scrimmage, he went like 90 yards and he lost his shoe. Just like that. Not quite just like that, but similar. Touchdown, losing the shoe. All right, Tailuki in the shotgun. He's going to take it. You know what the offensive is. Give it to Tailuki and let him run. That's how good that kid is. And that 2-point conversion is good, and Rocori goes up by 8 now, and that score comes with 3:39 to go. And that is one tired kid there, Tailuki. And here's that replay. Not much to it. It's sort of like give him the ball, and he just runs, and nice blocking up front there by that big offensive line for Rocori. Creating big holes there by Tailuki as well, and he is a load to bring down. If he gets any type of daylight or momentum, tough tackle there. So now the Red Knights got to answer back here. I was just making the tennis reference. They break you. You got to break them right back. Take back that momentum. And that didn't last long, did it? The Red Knights tied it up, and just like that, Rocori on their second drive of the second half go back up, this time by 8. They've tried 2-point conversions on their prior scores, and they're 2 for 3 on 2-point conversions. Okay. Now, coming out to kickoff is Noah Hick. Or I should say Noah Mick, as in Mick Jagger. And they have a very interesting kickoff. They stay tightly huddled, and they just turn around and kick it right from there. No spreading out, no nothing. Now they fake it. Now they'll go to a customary kickoff. So incredibly creative, this Rocori coaching crew led by James Herberg and company. And now they'll kick it, and they'll pooch kick it to about the 25, and it stays in bounds. And that was beautifully executed by Rocori. That's exactly what they wanted to have happen. And Brown received that ball, and he should have let it go out of bounds because they would have had field position at the 35. And he instead grabbed it, and he cost his team about 15 yards there. So always tough to know whether your instincts in his defense, when the ball's right in front of you, you're trained every fiber of your body to grab it. And in that case, the Red Knights would have been better off if they'd let it go out of bounds, got the penalty, and would have had 15 more yards. Instead, they're at their own 20, 1st and 10, down by 8, 3:39 to go. Peyton Myers under center, 2 wideouts, one on either side, handoff, fake to Washington, who was behind him. Now he throws right sidearm to his receiver. He eludes a tackle. That's number 12 on the reception, Guggenberger. And he winds around for a first down, and the Red Knights now have some momentum here. Nice rollout play there by Myers. Sidearms it to Guggenberger. And he comes, sheds that tackle. Nifty move to the right side, finds a seam, and falls down just for the first down. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And the Red Knights are on the move again here, but still in their own territory. Now 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Under center, Myers, handoff to Washington, and he's got some room on the near side. And he comes still on his feet. That's that balance that I recognize right away, and he's still churning out there, isn't he? Never stop those legs moving is what they train running backs to do. You keep moving those legs and good things can happen. And he did eke out a couple more yards on the tail end as a result. And now it's going to be 2nd and 3. Great individual effort there by Washington. We're seeing some great athletes on both teams tonight. What a great matchup in 4A class here. Now the handoff to Washington again. He finds some more room. Takes on the defender and out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down, and he'll be out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And another first down for the Red Knights. Comes with 2:26 remaining in quarter number 3. Look at those. Boy, he can really shift those hips, can he? Very versatile running back. Very talented. All right, now coming in the play from the near side. Red Knights, 2 first downs on this drive. They're at the 43, left hash mark, 2 wideouts to the far side. Washington, no, this time, again, it is Kellogg, and this time the Rocori defenders were waiting for Kellogg. And that's kind of easy to figure out because every time Kellogg comes into the game, he gets the ball. So that was an easy one for them to smell out, and they did. So now it's going to be a loss of 1. 2nd and 8, or actually a loss of 4, I believe. They were at the 43. So it brings up a 2nd and 8 from the 45. 1:53 remaining in quarter number 3. The handoff this time again to Kellogg, and this time he finds some room, but he is brought down short of the first down at about the 48-yard line. And that'll bring up a critical 3rd down with the Red Knights down 8 points. There's the handoff. He just bowls over the defender, number 26, Folkerts. And now you can hear the quiet. 3rd and 5. The home crowd, they know the importance of this play as we're now at 1:20 to go in quarter number 3. Calling signals. Wide out to the right side. Handoff to Washington, and he's got some room, and he's going to be close. I believe he got the first down by about a yard, and a nice play for Washington and the Red Knights. That's their 3rd first down on this drive, and they are in Rocori territory. Down 8 points with 1:08 to go. And there's the motion, and then the handoff, and look at Washington. He can just really, when he sees a little hole, he can really, really maximize it. And now we must have an injured player, which is the respect that they do when someone is hurt, although I can't identify. It might, oh, number 26 I see. He's got his helmet off, talking to assistant there. 26 is Xander Folkerts, the junior linebacker, 5'11", 200 pounds. Looks like he's gonna be okay. And back to where we're at in this game. Is there a timeout in the field? I think that's just for the injury, okay. So 1:08 to go, Red Knights come from the sideline. The play is already called. To the right will be for the Red Knights, number 14, Willis, and number 5, Kloss. No wideouts to the near side. Single setback is Washington. Myers under center. Play action pass. He's gonna go for the post pattern. He's got him open for a minute, but the ball did not get there fast enough, and that allowed the defender, number 1, Saul Enns, to make up the distance. But for a moment there, he had him open, but the ball got there way too late. And look at that great outstretched play by number 22 for Rocori, Jackson Viewmeister. My goodness. Nice defensive play. This Rocori team has some nice D-backs out there. They've been making plays all over the field all night long, and that was just another example because the throw was there, and they were there too. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the Rocori 46. 2 wideouts to the right, slot back to the left. Washington in the tailback. Myers under center, motion now by Brown, and the handoff to Brown. He's going to take it around left end, and the Rocori Spartans, number 8, wasn't going to have it, was he? Nope, Kyle Honer saw it coming. He extended the line of scrimmage and played that end around perfectly. and they forced him back in, and it was a short field, and Brown might have lost a yard or two, and it's gonna bring up 3rd and 10 now with 49 seconds to go. So if the Red Knights wanted to, so to speak, break back, this is a big play now. 3rd and 10. They're all big here as we get to the 4th quarter. 49 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Myers under center, 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Looking right, he gets hit, lets it go, it's caught. Short of the 1st down at about the 41-yard line. So a gain of about 5. We'll see where they mark it. But Myers, he was looking right the whole time, took a hit just as he let it go, completed it. They're gonna give it to the 40, I believe. So it'll be a, wow, they gave him a very generous spot there, didn't they? I thought. It's now at the 39 and a half. Let's just call it the 39-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th and 3, and what a difference that could make. 4th and 4, 4th and 5, 4th and 3 seems a lot more manageable. But that's where they put the spot, and that's where we're gonna start it off. So another huge play here with 8 seconds. They're gonna let the clock run down, and so that will conclude quarter number 3. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. There's Old Glory. Come on back for quarter number 4. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us.
When I was in Iraq, our convoy was hit. It was bad. After I came home, I could still hear booms and see tracer fire. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
With help from DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Today, I'm part of DAV. We're veterans helping veterans to get the benefits they've earned. And I give my veterans my all.
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Naomi Mathis, thank you for your service. May your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
39-yard line, 4th and 3. Handoff from Myers to Washington. He'll try that left side, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Oh my goodness, I think they're going to mark him short. We're back here in the 3rd quarter, just as we started here on the 4th and 3 play. The handoff was to Washington, went over left tackle. It's that left foot right thing that John Madden always used to say, and it's going to be short. I don't know if we can get a replay to see, but he did appear a bit short from my vantage point up here in the press box. So there's the handoff to Washington. Nice little stand there. He had a little room, and then the tackle, and then, boy, he came to a stop there. And a great defensive stand by Rocori Spartans as they'll take over on downs from their own 37-yard line. 1st and 10. We're just underway here in quarter number 4. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Real exciting non-conference football game here tonight. All right, now, Frieden, who was injured last series, is now back and able to go, and he hands off to Dylan Thompson as he goes on the right side. So I look for Rocori to work this clock a little bit. They got an 8-point lead with 11:41 to go. And they're going to get that running game going and try to take the clock out of it and maybe get a score. That would be what the doctor orders if you're a Rocori fan. And now we got a timeout, and an injured Red Knight is number 3. That is Nathan Dukowski, and it looks like he might have a cramp in his right leg. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, he's got a cramp in his calf there, maybe his hamstring. So they'll take a look at him as he comes over to the sideline and sits down, and they will work on, I think it's, you know, we've had such warm weather here, and you got to stay hydrated. That's usually what causes these cramps. And this is unusually warm weather for mid-September, although it seems the last few years we've been having warmer Septembers all the time, which fine with me. Okay, now Frieden, shotgun formation, looks right, throws right, complete, short pass, and now it's run for a 1st down. Nice slot pass there. I don't see any flags down. That's going to be a 1st down for Rocori. And that ball was received by, guess who? Ty Lutke. Here's Frieden, just no doubt about it, almost tipped, intercepted, but there's Tyluki, and he is a strong kid. Look at him, he looks like Larry Zonka. Boy, I'm really dating myself there. He was a famous running back for the Miami Dolphins when they beat the Vikings in the 1973 Super Bowl. Sad but true, I remember it as a little kid, and Larry Zonka was a tough-nosed running back, just like this Tyluki guy ran right there. Okay, now the cutback by Thompson, another tough running back for Rocori. This time he is met after a short gain. It's gonna be 2nd and about 8 as they cross midfield, and 10.5 minutes to go in the match here. So the Red Knights gotta come up with some defense here. You wonder if they can afford to go down another score. They certainly don't want to get into a catch-up game here, so a defensive stand at some point would be in order. And the clock continues to wind down as we approach the 10-minute mark with this play. 2nd and 10 from the 47 of the Red Knights. Frieden in shotgun formation. 2 wideouts, 1 on either side, slot back left, tailback behind him. And the handoff to Thompson behind him. Finds some room right up the middle over center and the right guard. And he gets a big gain of about 8, maybe 7, 8 yards as they go further into Red Knight territory. And let's see, they're gonna call it a gain of 6, so a huge 3rd down play here. And actually, I think it's 2 down territory for Rocori. I don't think they've punted all night. I don't think they want to punt. And now here comes in the play, Max Frieden. Yeah, he had a little issue, it looked like with his left leg, but he looks okay now. And now 3rd and 3 with 9:20 to go in the 4th. 2 wideouts to either side. Frieden calling signals from the shotgun, single tailback, and there is another encroachment by the Red Knights. That's their 4th penalty of the kind tonight. And those are drive killers, and that's gonna give the Rocori Spartans an automatic 1st down. My goodness. 9:11 and remaining here, counting down, and now 1st and 10 for Rocori. And it's gut check time now for the Red Knights. They've got to come up with a stop here for sure. As that clock is going to start to be their nemesis, and there's a stop right there. Oh, and not yet. Dylan Thompson, I thought they had him, and he was able to scramble away for another 3-4 yards. Dylan Thompson working hard on that right side. Frieden calling signals, a handoff, and he had a little room, and he was stopped right there, and they let him get away, and he got another 3, 4, 5 yards out of that. My goodness. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 34 of the Red Knights. And the Rocori Spartans break huddle. 2 wideouts, 1 to the far side. Tyluki to the near side, single setback. Man in motion, slot to the left now. Frieden, now he'll go back to the right. Frieden calling signals, the handoff to Dylan Thompson. He's got a big surge up the middle, and now he found some room. My goodness. That was unbelievable. He made a nice shift there. I thought they had him down right about here, and he just kept his head up. Boy, I like how that guy, Dylan Thompson, keeps his head up and can see what is going on, and he just kept going forward, and no one stopped him. And now another 1st down for Rocori at the 17-yard line. Rocori in the red zone here with under 8 to go in the 4th quarter. Now 2 wideouts, 1 to the far side. Tyluki to the near side, way over here, almost in another planet it seems. He's so far away from the rest of the formation. Now Frieden, the handoff to Thompson, sheds a tackle in the backfield, finds his way, still on his feet, and another good gain by Thompson. And that's gonna bring up a 2nd and short.
Gain of 5 will be 2nd and 5.
So a gain of 5, 2nd and 5, and Rocori is on the Red Knight 12 with 7:15 remaining and counting. Now Frieden comes in from the sideline with the play. Ball just inside the right hash mark on the 12, 2nd and 5. Rocori threatening to score here, 2 wideouts, single setback, Frieden, shotgun formation, shift to the right side, the slot. And, oh, they almost got the Red Knights to jump again. And now he's going to come up under center. Nope, there's going to be a delay game, or nope, the coach called timeout. So they tried to get the Red Knights to jump again, and you could hardly blame them. They've been jumping all night. They have 4 of those penalties, and they almost jumped again, but this time they were able to remain disciplined. And so the Rocori Spartans were trying to get a free 5 yards and a first down, and they burned a timeout instead, and now it'll be 2nd and 5 as we take this timeout. And that'll give me a chance to talk about the upcoming schedule for the Red Knights. Again, they play an 8-game schedule. They've got Rocori, this is their week 3, and there it is on the screen. Next week, they go to Totino Grace and then SMB, Holy Angels. Oh, I lost my graphic there, but I got it right here. Then they've got Delano on the road out west, and then Mound Westonka comes in for the finale. Yeah, last week they suffered a big loss to Byron. That's a small town near Rochester, just west of Rochester. And that game, Byron came up here, and I wasn't here. I don't know what happened there, but the Red Knights playing well tonight, but they need a huge stop here. 2nd and 5 with 6:47 on the clock following the timeout. And now the handoff to Dylan Thompson. He goes over right side. He's got some room. He's going to have a first down as he's tackled inside the 5. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Rocori with 6:42 to go in the 4th. Clock on the move, as are the Rocori Spartans. Ball on the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. They're up by 8 with 6.5 to go. Now Frieden comes in from the sideline, substitution. And they'll break huddle. And Tyluki is in at quarterback, and you know that he's going to run the ball. They should tackle him. Yep, he is going to run the ball, of course. And is he in? Not quite. He's stopped. And the clock continues to wind down. Under 6 minutes to go, Tyluki. Actually, it's not bad strategy that he got tackled just before the goal line. You almost want to, if you're a Red Knight fan, you almost want to let him score so you can get the ball back and try to score twice, because the clock is now the problem. .534, they're taking their time here. 5:30, 5:29, break the huddle slowly. I don't see there's no play clock, but I know the referees are keeping time. All right, here's the handoff. Tyluki is in for the score.
With the keeper for
That's his 3rd touchdown of the night. He had a punt return for a touchdown to start off their offense, and now he's got 2 rushing touchdowns. And now it's 28-14, 2-score difference. They've always gone for 2 after every touchdown, and there was no handoff unless you call the center handing it off to the running back. But every time he's played quarterback, he just runs the ball, and very effectively at that. So now there's 5:17 remaining. Tyluki in. He's going to be at quarterback for the 2-point conversion. They'll go up by 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions here. And now we got a whistle and a timeout by Rocori.
Timeout called by Rocori.
So it did look a little confused there on offense for Rocori. I couldn't quite tell what the formation was, and I don't know if the coaches saw what I saw or what the reason was, but they took a timeout. They understand the criticalness of this 2-point conversion, because that would really make it a tall order for the Red Knights. They'd have to score 2 touchdowns and convert 2 two-point tries in about 5 minutes of game time. And if they miss this, it's a little bit easier, because all they'd have to do is score and make a couple 2 extra points, and if they miss one, they could go for 2. So big play here. And if the Red Knights can stop them, that could give them the momentum they need to try to go get 2 scores. All right, now here comes Tyluki and the Rocori Spartans for their 2-point conversion to go up by 16. Now coming from the sideline late into the game, just in time, Tyluki's gonna go for that corner, and he lowers the shoulder, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. And Rocori is up 30-14. And there's 5 minutes, 17 seconds to go. So the Red Knights have their work cut out for them. And here's Tyluki. You know he's gonna get the ball, and he's just virtually impossible to stop. And Rocori in command here late in the 4th. So the Red Knights are going to have to come up with some magic of their own. They're first going to need to get that first score, and then if they don't have a lot of time left, they'll probably try an onside kick. But before they get to that point, they've got to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, really. If they don't get the 2-point conversion, then then that's another 2-possession game, isn't it? All right, now, here comes Rocori for the kickoff. Always interesting, their formations. They do all kinds of creative things from that kickoff. Never seen anything like it. And the creativity is pretty cool. Okay, now Rocori from the 40, right hash mark. And that is Noah Mick, number 46, the kicker. Watch this guy. Now they're just gonna, nope, they stop. And now they're gonna spread out. I think they're gonna kick it somewhat deep this time. They really don't want to give the Red Knights, last time they kicked it out of bounds, almost. All right, here they go. Mick. And he pooches it to about the 25. Coming up is Brown. He's got it. No, excuse me. That is number 6 instead, Garibaldi. And he runs it to the middle of the field. And he's brought down at about the 33-yard line. So that's where the Red Knights will start. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line with 5:10 to go. Down by 2 scores and 2 2-point conversions. And Garibaldi is a little banged up after that return, and it looks like he's going to be okay, but he is in a little bit of discomfort there. He talks to his coach. And now the Red Knights to begin their campaign. They'll be going into the wind slightly here as they head towards the south end of the field. And now shotgun formation for Peyton Myers for the first time tonight. They're going to be throwing the ball, and they do complete it. And he breaks the tackle, number 5, Max Kloss, and a first down, and a great start for the Red Knights. And they show shotgun for the first time all night, so 6 seconds off on the clock. They've got a first down, very efficient, great tackle breaking there by Kloss. All right, no huddle here, 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Myers to the near side, Brown in the flat. Tries to break it upfield, breaks a tackle, and he's going to have a gain of about 6 as he comes into Rocori territory, and now we're under 5 minutes to go. Quarter number 4. Plenty of room there. As Rocori, they're probably going to give him a little bit of room. They just don't want to give up the big play over the top. They want to make the Red Knights use every bit of clock here. Now, Myers looking left, steps up in the pocket, tucks it underneath, breaks a tackle, and before he stopped, just short of the first down. And you wonder if the Red Knights are going to call a timeout here soon, as we're under 4.5 minutes to go, and they are now 3rd and 1. They're going to call it at the 45-yard line. And there's Myers. Put a nice move there, eluded the tackler, and then number 3, guess who? Ty Lukey. What doesn't he do? All right, 4:11 to go. Myers from the shotgun, 4 wideouts, 2 on either side, out to the flat. Brown complete for the first down and out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 4:03 to go. First down, though, for the Red Knights, so far, so good if you're a Red Knight fan. And they'll spot it at the 41 right hash mark. 1st and 10, 4:03 to go, and now Myers comes over to the sideline, and we're going to have a timeout by the Red Knights as they start the clock. Boy, I thought he called timeout, but the clock continues to wind down, and maybe there is no timeout. So a little confusion there, I thought. Not sure what was going on there, but that clock continues to wind down. 3:45, 3:44, shotgun formation, 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Washington in the block, in the middle. Oh my goodness, he tried to get it to number 14, Willis. And those over the middle passes, and he got a little bit, he could hear footsteps for sure right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there is a Nicholas Aldi
Ty Lukey
in the audience.
All right, now, 2nd and 10 from the 41. Myers in shotgun, 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Goes down the middle of the field into coverage, and it's intercepted by number 9 for Rocori. Luke Zimmer ends that drive as Myers threw that into heavy traffic. And number 9 right there for the drive-snuffing interception. So here's Myers. Goes back to pass right down the middle, and I think he threw that into major coverage, didn't he? Absolutely. There was 4 Rocori D-backs around number 14, the intended receiver. And now Rocori will have it with 3:29 to go and a two-point conversion lead, 16 points for us math majors. And now Rocori comes out, and now they are going to work that clock. I doubt they'll throw the ball at all here. Max Frieden in at quarterback shotgun. And they hand it off up the middle, big yardage, and now a first down to the 50. And the clock stopped now momentarily, and we got a Rocori player down, and a whistle will stop the clock on the. There was Dylan Thompson. I don't know how many yards he has tonight, but he must be over 100, I would think. And we'll try to get a read on who the injured player is.
Handoff was to Dylan Thompson.
And it was
for a Rocori first down.
That was Dylan Thompson right there. Looks like he's going to be okay as he gets a blow, as we used to say when I played football. Get a blow on the sideline there. Catch your breath. Now Rocori, 3:10 and counting in the fourth. Sizable lead here and possession of the ball. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Single setback. And the handoff, and he is met in the backfield and falls ahead for a short gain. Maybe we'll call it 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Oh, they moved the ball back to the 50, so it is going to be more, yeah, it'll be a 2nd and 9, I'm sorry, from the 50. And now a Red Knight timeout with 2:53 to go. And that will give us an opportunity to talk about what Rocori has coming up in their upcoming schedule. After tonight, they go to Hutchinson. Now I played football at Shakopee back in the day. Hutchinson was our big rival in what they called the Suburban West Conference. Then they go to Wilmer, which the Red Knights beat in their opener this year on the road. And then they've got Becker. Becker is the power in that conference. They've got a legendary coach there. Then you got Holy Angels, and then at Orono, back to the metro area for their last 2 games of the year. And then we'll see what's going on in October when sections start. But right now, it's just week 3, and Rocori has the ball and the lead on the road in St. Louis Park. Now, the handoff, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. And there'll be another timeout by the Red Knights. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Clock stopped with 2:49 to go. And what a beautiful night it has been here on the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's. They call it the McQuinn Athletic Complex. And just a gorgeous weather we're having all week long, and tonight was no exception. Game time temperature was right around 78 degrees. Winds were somewhat strong, 9-10 miles out of the southeast. Still a little bit of wind, but not quite as what it was at the beginning. And Rocori has just played an outstanding game here tonight. Special teams, defense, offense, just a well-rounded team tonight. And the Red Knights, penalties, I would say, hurt them quite a bit. That's one thing. Those are mental mistakes that you got to clean up, I would think. I'm sure they'll hear about it on Monday. I know when I played, boy, did we hear about it. So it won't be fun film session necessarily. All right, though, but that's how you learn and grow. All right, now Rocori. And Frieden will try to go, and he'll go down in the backfield, and that's just time-wasting plays. Good play there. And that'll bring up 4th and 8, and I don't know, the Red Knights must be out of timeouts, because I don't see them calling one. And so 2.5 minutes remaining. And Rocori, they may even take a delay a game here to get every second off that clock. 2:20, 2:19 remaining. Clock continues to wind down. So it'll be 4th and 16, and they are in punting formation. They do have a punter, and they are going to kick it. And they kick it off, and right to the receiver, Brown. He's got some room on the near side. He needs a miracle if he can find a seam. He might cut back right there. He's got a blocker, and he almost broke it. And he's out of bounds at the 41. And so a little bit of hope. And there is a flag down back in Red Knight territory, and on a receiving play, that's always holding, an illegal block in the back, or holding, but it's always against the receiving team, and that'll nullify that great run by Khalid Brown and send it back. But the referees, the officials are talking about it at midfield, and they're usually mark it from the spot of the foul, I believe. So I think they're trying to determine where that is. Holding, and they're going to decline it. Oh, and there was another foul. A personal foul. That's the fourth one. I don't know what the 2 fist bumps means. Is that personal foul? You guys know what that call was? What's this? Giving him the business, okay. I got some of the Rocori assistant coaches here to my right, and they're letting me know what that maybe meant, so. All right, but that's the bottom line, though. The net effect is the Red Knights are going to get backed up. Just what they didn't need. They had the ball at the Rocori 41, and now they're going to have it way back at their own 22. That's a huge difference there with 1:57 to go. Myers in shotgun, steps up in the pocket nicely. He really is good at that, and he gives the ball to Kloss on the crossing route, and he out of bounds. He is. So nice play there by Myers. He really has a good instinct in how to step up in the pocket. Watch how nicely Peyton Myers does that. He avoids the rush, steps right up. He bought all kinds of time, delivered the ball nicely, and out of bounds. Now back to pass in the middle. It's complete. And the ball ends up across the 50. The reception by number 5 for Benilde was Kloss. And now a 1st and 10 from the 49 of Rocori, 1:35 remaining. No timeouts left for the Red Knights as they try to get a score and a miracle. 4 wideouts now. Clock continues to wind down. Slow play calling. Now the receiver comes all the way. Very slow play here with time running out. Now Myers back to pass, and it's deflected by number 18 for Rocori. The 6-foot, 155-pound defensive end, I think, or linebacker, made that play, and that stops the clock with 1:18. So if there's one good thing about that play for the Red Knights, it did stop the clock with 1:18 to go. But they are down really 4 plays, 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. All right, Myers back to pass into the flat, complete to Brown. He stays in bounds. You wonder whether that was a good decision. And the clock will continue to wind. He couldn't quite get to the sideline as he tried to cut it back up with 3 Rocori players around him. Oh, they did. There is a timeout. So the Red Knights did have one more timeout, and they chose to use it now with 1:09 to go. And when the timeout is over, it will be a 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line. So whatever play they've drawn up, this is the time to call it at the 45. But you can bet Rocori's going to play deep center field. If there ever was a time for the prevent defense on defense, this is the time for it. They just don't want to give up the big play deep. But that could open it up in the middle. So look for maybe finding a receiver in midfield, and if there's a little bit of space and they've got some speed, they might be able to run it in for a touchdown. I think that's how I'd be thinking about it, because they're not going to let one over the top. No way, Jose. So now here comes the Red Knights. Myers in shotgun formation, 3rd and 6. He knows they're going to be coming after him. 3 trips to the left, single wide out to the near side. Myers. And the hook and ladder, that's what I thought. And they gave it to Washington. He should have went out of bounds, I felt, right there. And now he's going to go for more. And if they're out of timeouts, they've got to get up there quickly and spike that ball. Not sure it's worth an extra 4 yards in all that time. But the clock will stop to move the chains. So I did forget about that. That'll help them out just a little bit. And that Washington is some player for Benilde, isn't he? All right, now Myers. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side, 50 seconds remaining, back to pass, in the pocket, flips it out to Washington. Will he go to the sideline? He will. Smart move there. So the Red Knights are still in this. If they can get in the end zone and get a 2-point conversion, then it's an onside kick. Stranger things have happened in football. Nothing's over until it's all the way over. Now the Red Knights coming from the sideline. And Myers talking to his team, coming up with the plan. And there's going to be 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Myers in shotgun formation. Sean Washington to his right in the tailback. Back to pass in the pocket, steps up, and now he tries to move. Then he slides down and he gets hit. 35 seconds remaining. Clock continues to, no, it stopped at 34. And they'll set it and the clock will wind. 33 and running right now. Myers calls the play from the shotgun. 4 wideouts. Washington to his right. In the shotgun. Looking left, looking right. Side irons it in. Complete. And he's down at the 3. Brown with the reception. 18 seconds left. 16 seconds left. Red Knights hurrying up. They are out of timeouts. 12 seconds remaining. Myers calling signals. 9 seconds to go. And the handoff, and there's a whistle. And a timeout by Rocori right as the play was called. And the clock is stopped with 7 seconds. The game is really not in doubt, but whether the Red Knights can score here is not in doubt, or is in doubt. So let's see what happens here. Gosh, miracles of all miracles. They get it in a 2-second play. They get a 2-point conversion because they don't run the clock on 2-point conversions, but I don't know how you score on an onside kick. You don't almost have to kick it off like a pass play and send a guy on the line at the kickoff and kick it to him and hope he catches it and runs it in. You'd almost have to kick it as if it was a pass. But before that even is a realm of possibilities. The Red Knights have to score here and leave some time on the clock. All right, now, Myers in shotgun. Back to pass, he's gonna get hit, and he does, my goodness. And who should it be but Ty Lukey, number 3, as he helps up. Great sportsmanship there by Ty Lukey as he pats Myers on the back. Boy, he had a big shot at him. That is big time, wow.
Pass is blocked by
And it's a fitting ending to this game because Ty Lukey got the scoring going with that return to start off the scoring, and he's just been all over the place tonight. He's the number 1 star on the offense for Rocori, no question about it. And Sean Washington almost gets to the goal line, and he does. So the Red Knights score a touchdown as time runs out, and they are entitled, I believe, to a conversion of either 1 or 2 points. So I doubt there's any line on this game, so I don't think anyone's going to care about that. But are they going to play the 2-point conversion? No, they're not. They're going to call it right there. So that is the end of the game as the Red Knights score, but too little too late. They go down 30-20 to Rocori. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.